Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you the game Undertale AU Tower Defense. Now this is a to be worked on game. We're not finished yet, so for now I do not have every sand yet, or AU or tower you could say, but I do have the majority of them, and I can show you how to use them, I guess, and what the game is about generally. So the first thing you're gonna see, originally during like a couple like before the update, there was an update. I don't know what day, but there used to be only one of these. Now there's multiple, and as well as a buy random tower with a revamp in looking, and to be worked on box's crate, or you could say, is gone now, which costed 1,500 shards, if anybody says that to you. Now the first thing you're gonna see once you get into the game is let me show you originally. I'm gonna be teleporting to the Undertale map. Now you can only go to the Snowden part of the Undertale map, but the first thing you want to do if you're beginning as well is to click that and you can place your sands. Now don't expect every sands to be like this as well, because there are different sands and what they look like are different. Like the killer sands is an avatar based, or R13, let's see, it's kind of like Roblox avatar based, but I'm pretty sure that's what makes it really cool looking as well. Now you can upgrade your first sands, and the more you upgrade, the more sands gets better. And the fifth upgrade, he gets serious with blasters that do massive amounts of damage. Now, the thing I recommend do here is just try to just place those much, because you won't need much here. But I'd recommend getting level 3 sands, and that can rapidly attack. Now the boss is, I'm pretty sure this is going to be Toriel, so you're gonna expect Toriel here once the default little avatar here is done. That's what I mean by the to be continued game, as well as these and more different stances upcoming to join us in the game. Now for now it has 65 HP. It could get updated with Toriel, but the best way is to use level 3 stanzas and you could possibly win. Now, you could also just spam stanzas by, you can also just level them up once. That would also help a little bit. Now, you can tank this, but you will need it for, you need this health because you're gonna have to tank a lot in the future. Now, the second upgrade can produce 2 bones a second, so, or 3 bones, I mean. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay. Now this is Snowden. The map is very cool looking, and I really like the map design. Now I'm gonna place Killer Sands right here. I'm pretty sure that's good enough. So this is the first enemy in the game originally. For now, my Killer Sands can one-shot them, but they get sended down a lot, and then the negative dogs come. So as you see, my killer stance isn't killing all of them because they are spammed. And as you see, the mid-test dummies, I don't know what those are going to be yet. I think there's a lot of determined things that they can be. I'm not sure of it yet, but you do not want to skip waves here as well, because it's very hard to get those waves back. Like, just try to win against those waves, because in this time, you will have a ton of trouble with the mid-test dummies, or enemies you could say, or they could be anything. But I recommend you just spam stances and try to get into a multiplayer match that fits you best with other people, and try to be more interactive in the actual. So now I'll probably lose, so I'll cut to I'll show you guys what I mean by multiplayer, because there is multiplayer matches here. So I'll see you guys, because I'm about to just see you guys. Okay, guys, so this is why be my multiplayer. For now, there's no limit of how many people can be in one game unless it's the space of the actual hitbox of the teleport. Now, the hitbox of the teleport can only sustain on the ground, so if you go above people, the hitbox of the teleport will not go to you. Now, I'm in a very good game right here with multiple people that are probably really good at the game, so I think that we could probably beat the game if we're good enough. But for now, this is Fell Sand, so you can spam blasters that do massive amounts of damage in short periods of time. Now, this is Story Shift Chara or SS Chara. She's technically a AoE attacker, can produce mass amounts of damage to many people at once. And this is X Event, can basically one-shot one person, just one person with an ability. I'm not sure about it because I don't have it yet, so I'll have to see it, but it can, and Outer Sands, you haven't seen it yet, but Outer Sands can slow down somebody. Now, I'm pretty sure they have fixed a glitch, but let me just tell you now. But actually, I'm going to check if they fixed the glitch because I don't want to show other people this glitch because I don't want it to be abused throughout, but probably everyone knows that plays this game. Now, the glitch is very overpowered. It just slows down people by 10 times. But I'm not sure if they patched it yet, but please patch it. I think. Oh yeah, here's Frisk. Frisk is basically an very hard to get because it was an original crate. Like I told you before, it was during the 1,500. It was during when there's only like 200 players playing this game. Now there's a multitude of people. Now, as well as it used to cost like 1,500 with a chance of getting then other. So I'd say that Frisk and Dust are probably the two best, but if you don't have Frisk, then you're fine. But Frisk has very cool, I'd say very cool things. I really wish they make this an actual. I really hope they don't make Frisk a permanent unobtainable character, but they probably won't because this is the main protagonist, or it can be antagonist of the monsters of the underground. Now, I'd say if I were to say, I think Dust Sands would be better than Frisks though because of the Undyne Spears and the blasters doing massive amount of damage on only level 4. But if you were to say at the beginning, it would be better for having Frisk at the beginning than actually late game because Frisk doesn't cost as much as Dust. Dust costs a lot more than Frisk, I'd say. So I'm not sure though because I don't have Frisk, but I'd say that Dust costs a lot more because it costs 1,000 XP just to get to level 3, and then 5,000 XP just to get to level 5. Now, it's a massive amount, but it does really massive damage and can help you during boss 2s and just demolishing your enemies, basically. Now, in the beginning, you might think, oh, this character sucks because it only has a knife attack. Now, once we do get 1,000 XP, I'll show you guys why I believe this thing is the most overpowered because of its rapid attacks and rapid income of damage. Now, the more damage, the more people that are there, I'm not sure if there's an AoE attack for the Undyne Spears, but I'm pretty sure there is. Now, um, how do I, oh yeah, this is Outer Sands. He basically slows it for a limited amount of time, doing a little amounts of damage, but having high range, but low cooldown as well. Now let me show you guys what I mean. So at this upgrade, the third upgrade, it gets really interesting because first of all, watch this, wait. He gets high range, and I don't know if you guys see it, but you see those purple spears? Yes, that's me. And those purple spears do damage per hit. So every single spear or every single like model of that spear does damage per hit. On the 4th level, I'm pretty sure there's blasters and higher spear damage as well. Now, I recommend for the beginning of Snowden to use this girl because she can do massive. She can just demolish all the annoying dogs in the original. But this is kind of like what a game looks like. I'd say it's a really good game, and originally, I'd say that if I recommend people to play it because I don't know if you even watched this video, but it took me a couple hours even to get that thumbnail. But yeah, I did put a lot of work into this video. I'd say let's see what I can show you guys. So this is kind of, I don't know Exhale, but apparently it just has an ability that insta kills anything. Oh, and Horror Sands, he's a whole cool story. He applies bleed damage for a couple seconds. You might not see it, but look, look, look. You see that bleeding effect? Yeah, that's damage. It does massive. It does really good damage. Now, it costs 2,500 for the 4th level. I didn't state that earlier. I'm sorry, but everyone here is really trying to help, and you can skip the wave. I'm not sure what it requires. I think it just requires like 1/4 of the entire server. Now the biggest unfortunate boss you'll meet is the 2 boss twos. I'm not sure if they're gonna nerf that soon, but it can tank through a ton of things. Without outer, it's almost barely impossible because of the high speed of it and very high health as you tanky form, but with speed as well. Now, I see we just took care of it. Now, on level 4, he removes the knife and he gets the dust particles, a multitude of them, and he just sits there kind of waiting. And his attack is a astounding 14 every 2.3 seconds. Now, I recommend to use Killer. Now, I haven't showed you Killer yet, but Killer is a quick attacking, kind of like an assassin Sans, and he can do massive amounts of damage and stun one person and do massive amounts of damage. Now, here's a very, very cool effect of him. Once he's level 4, he has the ability to do this. He can do a bunch of slashes on one person, and it does massive amount of damage. Now he does 13 damage. He does 13 attack right now, but once he gets max, he'll do a whopping 20 damage per second, almost like what per like 1.5 seconds. Now, if you don't understand, that's a legend. That's very good because boss twos, first of all, damage. You need you need damage for boss twos because they're very tanky, strong, and fast. But I recommend playing this with other people because the more you play with, the more easier it will be. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna fix that by making the bosses harder and harder the more players there are. But I'd say that as you see, its attack is 20, but it's kind of like a medieval Sans. You just have to, it has very low range, but very high attack in a very short time. Now, another thing I want to show you guys is Aftertail Sans. Now, this is probably a very underrated Sans because it is kind of like Dust, and because you can only place one of them, and you could switch between Bones and Blasters. Now, do Blasters because trust me, everything else but Blasters suck. Not like there's a multitude of modes you can do, but there's only Bones and Blasters. Now, if we look at the not bad, I just have to check. Okay. If we look at the attack right now, he only has 3 attack, and I believe that the owner should buff him a little bit because he is one of the main Sanses, or he is like a boss Sans because you can only place one of them. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you can't place another one. I'm trying right now. You cannot place another one of these guys, and I believe he should have the potential of Dust Sands is with damage, high damage, but I haven't seen his max form yet because usually once we're at this stage of the game, nothing gets past 1, as you see. I'd say the X event though has probably the best effects because it's a lot more better than other effects as attack form. So the first one is when, I don't know, glitch tail and stuff like that. I'm sorry, all that glitch tail lore and stuff like that, my bad. But she does attacks, she or he does attacks from that. I'm not sure, guys, because there's char and sands in one body. So the save screen is the last upgrade. Does 9 attack every single 1 second. Every 1 second does 9. Now he gets the blasters, and I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I'm not sure what level 5 looks like, but on level 4 he gets the blasters. Now originally the Sands used to get blasters on level 5. It looks really cool, trust me. But I think they remodeled Sands in his levels, so he doesn't do that anymore. He only has the pupils of his eyes just disappear. Now, one of the most annoying things about having Frisk is this constant saving sound. Now, here, watch. That constant saving sound, you're gonna have to hear that for the whole entire game. And also, you can, don't, look, if you turn on private towers, then if you turn on private towers, then people can sell your towers, so that's a risk. I'm pretty sure they can sell your tower, but if you turn on private towers, then people can upgrade them. Now, here's what Aftertail Sands looks like. It seems like he just looks the same, but sooner or later that's gonna be needed for a boss or something. Now, in this one, the boss is very easy, but in another game, the boss, or in test map, there is a boss that's called the very annoying dog that has 25,000 HP. Now, I have that in one of my YouTube shorts. You can find it. It's called the very annoying dog, and I think I have it tagged as well to this game. So you'll be able to find it in your recommended if you watch my videos. Now, one second. Now, so I'd say that Horsens is very overpowered but very costly. Now, I just want to show you guys the max dust, but I seems like we won. So that's what an average game looks like, and you get like 300 per game. So I can spin 2 times, and let's see what I get. I got the normal sands, and let's see what I get again. Outer, okay. So outer, this is all the sands I have. This is Fell Sands, Story Shift Sands, or Story Shift Chara, or SS Chara, Aftertail Sands, UF Sands, or Undertale Sands, Killer Sands, which is technically Chara made ideal with Sands, and Outer Sands. Now, there's some really good collectors like 2000, 2000, and I believe this game has a lot of, just a lot of potential with its game player base. As you see, there's a ton of players here. So you'll be able to find a multitude of matches every server now and then. Now, for now, this is the map, so do not fall off. You will die, trust me. But if you're interested in the most annoying dog, the test map is right here. So it's very hard to start with, and it tests new features or new functions in maps. So if you want to see upcoming updates in new functions for maps, then you should go and join this game. Because let me just show you guys. First, originally, I'm pretty sure that so let's say, I think this is just a multitude of testing and seeing some stuff, because these are just upcoming updates to maps. Like the skip wave did come in here, but didn't come into the actual main maps until a couple days later. I'm not sure because I wasn't measuring it. But another thing you can do that is unique is move towers. But trust me, it's super costly and you shouldn't do it unless it's a real big emergency that you're about to die. Okay, so another thing is that I think that this game should have souls, or that would be copying the original Undertale or tower defense, but I think that the Undertale last tower defense had a thing going, but it just got their player base got tired because of no constant updates. But I think this game is going to have constant updates and have a really updating player base with Undertale community inside of it. So I believe that this game should include souls that maybe buff some kinds of sands, like let's say patient soul gives you more XP, like 1% more XP, or 0.1% more XP, or 0.5% more XP per round. Or the bravery soul that gives your Sansa's like 1.5 attack power every like 5 waves or 3 waves. So I believe they should have something like that, but I don't want it to be pay to win, like you can just spin it. I want to be like chosen as well. Like you can't just spin it, you know what I mean? Like you're chosen with them once you get the game itself, or once you go into the game. Like Undertale Tower Defense, the original one, it had a very ongoing game, and I really wish it was actually. So this one's kind of rapid, but it doesn't actually. It's not like infinite rapid. Now, I really wish that this game is the early stage of development, but I'm pretty sure after development and not in the early stages, it will probably be a very upcoming and good Undertale game to be with the other Undertale Last Quarter games and Undertale Undertale tower defense games. And I believe that because if they are making this good models for every single stances, sooner or later there'll be tons of good models for every stance and better just in general. So I believe that oh yeah, there's also that map over there. I'm pretty sure that's the rooms map, but I'm not sure yet. I haven't checked, and I physically can't because I'll die. But so for now, that's it. So I believe that it's a really good game. It's gonna get really good updates in the future. So I'll see you guys later. I believe that I worked really hard on this video. You should really like and subscribe because this was a very hard video to perform. So I'll see you guys there, okay?